All right, so get this. Picture this. You're scrolling through Instagram and you see MrBeast, the guy who gives away like tons of money. And he's partying with Alex Becker, the crypto mastermind. That's where we're starting our deep dive today. We're looking at this investigative video. It claims to expose a secret business relationship between these two internet giants, all through blockchain analysis.
Yeah, what's really interesting is that this all started with a simple Instagram photo, like a snapshot of this unexpected connection. It kind of reminds us that even the most private-seeming internet personalities
Yeah.
still leave digital footprints.
Yeah, it's like a modern-day detective story. You have this intriguing image. Then the investigator dives into this world of crypto transactions. To try to uncover the truth, did you know that every crypto transaction is recorded on a public ledger called the blockchain?
It is fascinating how this technology, which was designed for transparency in finance, can also be used as a tool to uncover hidden connections and like financial dealings.
Exactly. It's like having a public record of everybody's crypto activity. So this investigator starts tracing these digital breadcrumbs, and guess what? They find direct transactions between wallets that are linked to MrBeast and Alex Becker.
The first transaction that really caught the investigator's eye was on March 3rd, 2021. Alex Becker sends MrBeast roughly $220,000 worth of cryptocurrency. Now, the value might have fluctuated later on, but that's still a significant amount of money to just be casually transferring.
Yeah, imagine just sending somebody $220,000 like it's nothing. It definitely raises some questions. But the nature of their relationship, like were they friends, business partners, what was going on?
That's what the investigator wanted to find out. This initial transaction was just the tip of the iceberg.
5 days later, things get even more interesting. The investigator uncovers another transaction. This time it involves a lesser-known cryptocurrency called EARN. Alex Becker sends MrBeast a whopping 14,540 EARN tokens.
Now, this is where it gets really interesting. At their peak, these EARN tokens were valued at around $66 each. So had Alex Becker sold those tokens at the highest point, he could have potentially made close to $1 million.
Wait, so he potentially gave MrBeast tokens. That could have been worth $1 million. Why would he do that?
Yeah, that's the million-dollar question, right? The investigator dug a little deeper and found that MrBeast himself had received millions of dollars worth of earned tokens, possibly as part of influencer marketing deals. It seems like he was getting paid in earn to promote the cryptocurrency, even though he never made any direct videos endorsing it.
So it was more of a subtle endorsement, maybe some behind-the-scenes agreements. But then why would he sell those potentially valuable tokens to Alex Becker, and seemingly at a much lower price?
That's where the investigator raises the possibility of MrBeast trying to circumvent some contractual obligations, because a lot of these influencer marketing agreements come with restrictions on when and how you can sell tokens. So by selling to Alex Becker at a discount, he might have been trying to cash in early without technically breaking his contract.
That's
Yeah.
pretty sneaky if that's true. But wait, there's more. The investigator also found this wild story about MrBeast and another cryptocurrency venture, where he supposedly earned $10 million by just replying to a tweet with eyeball emojis.
This anecdote, as outlandish as it may seem, really shows the sheer power of influencer marketing, especially in this unpredictable world of cryptocurrency. MrBeast, with his massive online following, can seemingly generate millions with the simplest of actions.
Yeah, it's crazy to think about the influence that these internet personalities have. A few emojis and boom, millions of dollars. But it also makes you think about the responsibility that comes with that kind of influence.
Absolutely. And that brings us to the second alleged project that involves both MrBeast and Alex Becker MetaGods, which is an online crypto game. Alex Becker heavily promoted MetaGods on his YouTube channel, even claiming that the token would increase in value 15-fold.
15-fold. That sounds almost too good to be true, even in the world of crypto.
And that's the catch, isn't it? The investigator is suggesting that this was a classic case of a pump and dump scheme where influencers use their platform to artificially inflate the price of a token, which generates quick profits for themselves before the value inevitably crashes.
So they essentially hype up this MetaGods game. People rush to buy the token thinking they're going to get rich. And
then, according to the investigation, the price of the MetaGods token plummeted, which left many investors with some pretty significant losses.
Wow, that's a harsh reality check.
Yeah?
So we have these alleged shady dealings, potential contract loopholes,
Yeah.
and millions of dollars changing hands. Did the investigator uncover any solid evidence of actual profits?
Well, through some pretty meticulous analysis of public blockchain data, the investigator estimated that Alex Becker profited around $2 million from his crypto endeavors.
Not bad for a few tweets and a YouTube video, huh? But what about Mr. Beast? How much did he allegedly make?
Well, his main wallet alone revealed profits of around $5 million, and that's just from buying and selling cryptocurrency. That doesn't even include any tokens he may have received directly from companies for promotional deals, like those earn tokens we talked about.
So potentially even more than $5 million. That's a crazy amount of money for somebody who is known for giving money away. This deep dive is really painting a very different picture of Mr. Beast's financial activities.
It is a stark reminder that the world of online personalities
Yeah.
and cryptocurrency can be incredibly complex and often operate in this gray area of ethics and financial maneuvering.
Right. And it's really important for us to approach this information critically. Remember, this is just one independent investigation, one perspective on a really complex story.
Absolutely, there might be other perspective and other information out there that could give a different interpretation of these events.
So for those of you listening, this isn't about pointing fingers or making judgments. It's about sparking your curiosity and encouraging you to think critically about the information that you see online.
Exactly. This deep dive just gives you a glimpse behind the curtain of influencer marketing and the crypto market, revealing the potential for incredible wealth, but also the ethical ambiguity that exists in these spaces. It's a world where a few emojis can be worth millions of dollars, and fortunes can be made and lost in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, it's a wild west out there.
Yeah.
And it's up to each of us to navigate it carefully. We can't just blindly follow the hype, especially when it comes to our finances.
It's about asking questions, doing your research, and being aware of the potential risks involved, particularly in this volatile world of cryptocurrency.
This deep dive has really made me think about the power dynamics at play. Influencers, with their massive online followings, have an incredible amount of sway, especially over younger audiences.
And with that influence comes responsibility to be transparent and ethical in their dealings, particularly when they're promoting financial products or investments.
Do you think there needs to be more regulation or oversight in the world of influencer marketing, especially when it comes to the crypto space?
It's a complex issue. On one hand, we want to encourage innovation. We want to allow for the free flow of information online. But on the other hand, we need to protect consumers, especially those who might be more susceptible to hype and emotional appeals.
It's a tough balance to strike. This deep dive certainly isn't providing all the answers, but it's definitely raising some important questions.
And that's the beauty of deep dives like this. It's about igniting curiosity and encouraging further exploration.
So as we wrap up this episode, we want to leave you with this thought to ponder. What does this story tell you about the intersection of fame, money, and technology?
It really makes you wonder about the motivations behind these online personalities. Are they driven by genuine enthusiasm for these projects? Or is it all about maximizing their own profits, even if it means putting their followers at risk?
It's hard to say for sure, and it likely varies from person to person, but I think what this investigation really highlights is a need for greater transparency in the influencer marketing world, especially when it comes to financial incentives.
Right, because imagine you're a young fan of MrBeast, and you see him involved with a cryptocurrency like MetaGods, you might be tempted to invest, thinking you're going to get rich just like your idol.
Exactly. And that's where the potential for harm comes in. It's so important for influencers to be upfront about their financial interest
Yeah.
and to avoid making misleading claims or promises.
It's the followers who bear the brunt of the risk. When these crypto ventures fail, they're the ones that end up losing their hard-earned money.
This deep dive has been a fascinating journey into this often murky world of influencers and cryptocurrency. We've seen how blockchain analysis can be used to trace financial dealings. We saw how a simple Instagram photo can spark a full-blown investigation, and how a few emojis can literally be worth millions of dollars.
Yeah, it's been a roller coaster of information for sure. But what does this all mean for our listeners? What are the key takeaways that you want them to walk away with?
I think the most important message is this. Don't blindly trust anyone online, no matter how many followers they have, or how successful they seem.
It's about being a critical thinker, questioning everything, doing your own research before investing in anything, especially something as volatile as cryptocurrency.
And remember, there's a big difference between genuine enthusiasm and a calculated marketing ploy. Don't let hype and FOMO cloud your judgment.
Yeah, this deep dive is a reminder that the internet, for all its wonders, can also be a breeding ground for misinformation and financial manipulation. So it's up to each of us to be vigilant and protect ourselves.
So as we wrap up this episode, we'll leave you with this final thought. The world of influencers and cryptocurrency is here to stay, And it's only going to get more complex and more intertwined. It's up to us to stay informed, stay critical, and stay ahead of the curve. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time.